What's up, guys? It's your boy Lobster MMA, and this is my first video on the channel. And today is fight day. We are a few hours away from the fight night. So I'm going to do my predictions and breakdowns for UFC 308. This card is an absolute masterpiece. It's uh, it's around that UFC 300 level. Like there's no WMMA, a lot of banger fights, a lot of guaranteed finishes. So before I get into this, make sure you guys to subscribe because you would help me achieve my dreams. Just have to click on that one button, bro. To click on that button, that's it. And after the video, if you like the video, then drop a like also and drop a comment. So, guys, I'm start from the bottom, from the early prelims. So, first fight of the night, we have Renat, the old man, Facadina versus Carlos Leal. Um, Listen, Carlos Leal stepping in at like a week's notice. Before him, there was Nursultan Boyev, and I think Carlos Leal actually has a better chance to win than Nursultan. I think Nursultan would have got smashed into the ground easily, but that doesn't mean I'm picking him. I'm picking Renat. I'm picking Renat Fakadinov. I think he's going to win it by decision. Maybe I can see like a third round finish, probably a submission or a ground and pound TKO. But I know Renat's last performance was a bit of a letdown. But people forget, man. Renat, destroyed Kevin Lee. I know it's Kevin Lee. But Carlos Leal has been fighting in organizations like PFL and LFA. And he's not bad. Like I watched his fight against Manuel. I can't remember his last name, but his first name was Manuel. And he was fat, and that guy couldn't take him down, Leal down, and but I think Renat will be able to 100%. Renat's not fat. He's athletic. He's big. But Carlos Leal, I mean, bro, he looks athletic as fuck. His physique looks impressive. So his physique looks like he can defend takedowns very well, but I'm still picking Renat, probably like a third round decision or a third round finish. But I think Carlos Leal has a bigger chance to win than Renat, and even the odds, are changed because this is it now. 2.90 for Carlos Leal. For Nursultan Boyev, it was a very, very heavy underdog. Like, I don't know, maybe like a $4. Yeah. So I got Renat by decision here. Next one we got, the legend Bruno Silva versus Ismail Nordiev, who basically the last time he fought in the UFC was 4 years ago. Because if you looked at the UFC's page, like 3 days ago, the picture of Ismail was him in Reebok shorts. So, and that fight in the UFC, his fight was against like a short Brazilian guy. I don't know his name. And basically in that fight, Ismail got taken down all the time, but he won by decision. I don't know how, but he couldn't finish the Brazilian, but he got taken down all the time. But he either reversed the position or got on top, or just got up and started beating the Brazilian on the feet. So I don't know how couldn't get the finish. Bruno Silva, people have been saying that this is gonna be his, comeback victory. Um, I'm sorry, guys, but if you're losing to Chris Weidman in 2024, like it's just not a good look, bro. I know it was an eye poke, but still, Chris Weidman TKO'd this guy. So, and even I think if the eye poke wouldn't have happened, I think Chris Weidman would have probably won. So he lost to a 41-year-old Chris Weidman. Like, you know, Brett Tavares was able to beat Chris Weidman, and Bruno Silva actually beat Brett Tavares. So yeah, Bruno Silva, he lost to Shara Bullet also. He lost to Alex Pereira. You know, those are not like really bad losses, especially Alex. So, and that you know, fight is aging well because he was doing all right. But Ismail Nordiev, yeah, he's a favorite. He's got the EV. I don't know how this fight, like, I think it's going to be mainly on the feet, but Bruno Silva might take Ismail down. You know, there's actually some heat to this fight. You know, in the stare down, it was they were like pushing each other's foreheads, and yeah, I expect fireworks. So maybe I'm picking Ismail by finish, definitely. Let me see the odds. So Ismail's favorite, yeah. Let me see. Ismail by KO, yeah. 3.75, yeah. Yeah, I think this one you can bet on. Like, what else? Bruno Silva by submission 20, so that's insane. But if you wanna really bet on Bruno Silva, yeah, go on. But listen, I think Bruno Silva, he's just on a very bad downhill right now, and people saying that it's because of his, you know, his age. You know, he's 35. 35, being 35 at middleweight is not bad. Easy is 35. Alex Pereira, when he won the belt, he was 35. So it's not his age, guys. It's that he's getting beat and KO'd left and right. So Ismail Nordiev, I got him on this one. Next one, we got Farid the Pillow Hands Basharat versus Victor Hugo. So guys, this is a hard pick because Farid Basharat, you know, he's going to take down Victor Hugo for sure. Because, you know, what else can he do? Like, beat him up, Victor Hugo. Farid Basharat, yeah, he's undefeated, great. Out of his 12 wins, he has 1 TKO. The other ones are mainly decisions or submissions, which is, I'm sorry, bro. But how? I mean, yeah, the guy's physique, you know, it even looks like he has some pillow hands. But I mean, I'm not saying he's trash because he beat Damon Blackshear, which is a solid win. Because if you think about it, Damon Blackshear got robbed against Mario Bautista. He actually won that fight, and Mario Bautista, say what you want to say about him, and guys, I hate him too. But he's top that level, I think, and but I won't forget, bro. I will never forget that third round against Jose Aldo. That was a disgrace. Victor Hugo has some great Muay Thai. Farid Basharat, he probably take him down. I don't know. By the way, I don't know why Farid is that big of a favorite. Like something's going on, guys. Because how the fuck is Victor Hugo a 6.40 underdog? It's insane. He's the same underdog as Chris Barnett. So, like, why? You know, I can see Victor Hugo stuffing some of the takedowns and popping, Farid Basharat and, beating him up on the feet. We'll see. But I'm I'm leaning towards Farid. You know, I think it's definitely a decision, and I think maybe like a split decision victory for Farid because it's a tough fight for him. Because Victor Hugo, his last fight, he won by like a knee bar, but Farid's jiu-jitsu and his grappling, I think is still better than Victor Hugo's. So, can I see a finish? No. I mean, the only finish I can see is Farid submitting Victor Hugo, but Victor Hugo, I think he won't KO Farid. That's unlikely. But I think split decision for Farid. You know, Victor Hugo lands more than Farid. I can see that. But at the same time, Farid will take him down, get some control time, maybe work on the ground and work towards the submission. But maybe he can get it. I'm still going with the decision right there. Let me see the odds for this. Farid Bashrat by decision, only 1.75. Fuck. But guys, if Victor Hugo by KO pays 20, it's insane. So if you wanna risk it, then I recommend this one. 20, it's insane, bro. But 175, yeah, it's pretty likely. Maybe like a split decision, I can see that. But just besides the odds and regardless of them, I think this fight is very competitive. I don't care. I don't even know why the odds are that big. Like, why is Farid that big a favorite? Why is Victor Hugo that big an underdog? It's insane. But I'm still picking Farid. So I think he has enough striking. His striking is good enough to not get KO'd and be competitive on the feet, and he can also take down Victor Hugo. But let's see. Next one we got Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Chris Barnett, the absolute unit. He had like a 2-year layoff. His last fight was like in 2022 or 2023. But I'm rooting for him, by the way. I really want Chris Barnett to win. He's 38. But before Chris Barnett, that we had Justin Tafa. We would have had Justin Tafa versus Kennedy Nzechukwu, which I was really hoping for, because I like Justin Tafa, and I was hoping, for him to KO Kennedy, and I would have also picked him. But now, I'm going to pick Kennedy Nzechukwu, but I'm not that confident, guys, because let me just get into this, right? So Kennedy Nzechukwu lost to OSP in 2024. Lost to like a 41-year-old OSP, which is insane. Like, you have to be a special kind of fighter to lose to OSP in 2024. Look at what Ryan Spann did to OSP. But he has a win over Carlos Olberg, which is aging well. Kennedy's chin is a question mark. It's kind of a question mark, because we know if Chris Barnett can land a nice overhand on him, then Kennedy is going out. At the same time, Chris Barnett, his fight with Collier, what's his name, Jay Collier, I think. So with fight with Collier, he was getting beaten up, bro. Like I watched the fight back. Like, Chris Barnett almost got finished in like 3 different times, and it's Jack Collier. So, and also Kennedy is way better than Jake Collier. He has more skills. He's more athletic. So imagine, so like if Jake Collier did that to Chris Barnett, imagine what Kennedy will do. I'm sorry, and yeah, and I also on when they're stared down, bro, the height difference is insane. Like it's just so big height difference. Like Chris Barnett's height, I'm sorry, 5'9" and 6'5". It's too big of a difference. I'm sorry. Chris Barnett, he has a puncher's chance, but Kennedy, and he's also moving up. And we know when fighters move up, they bringing up that lighter man skill. So he also got kind of the reach advantage, leg reach advantage. So Chris Barnett, don't count him out. But he might actually KO Kennedy. That would be insane. But if listen guys, if I would pick Chris Barnett, that would mean that's a biased pick, bro. If I'm thinking logically, Kennedy is true. Let me see the odds. There it is. Chris Barnett 640. It's insane. Chris Barnett by KO. Like, 12. Listen, if you want to save bet, I think Kennedy by KO or maybe even a submission. Because Kennedy might, if they, if he starts striking with Chris Barnett and he feels a bit unsafe, then he's going to go, then he will use his jiu-jitsu and his takedowns, and he will get Chris Barnett down, and maybe he can sub him. So if you want to risk it, again, go for this one, Chris Barnett by KO. If you want a safer bet, then Kennedy by KO. I mean, it doesn't pay a lot. That's the thing. 168, or Kennedy by sub. Maybe you can take both. Yeah. But yeah, I'm picking Kennedy, but I'm rooting for my boy Chris Barnett. Next, yeah, and he lost to Martin Budai. Chris Barnett, that is. Which is bro, Kennedy in this juke who would destroy Martin Budai, and Chris Barnett lost to him. So, but this one, Abus, the GOAT, Magomedov versus Bruno Ferreira. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people picking Bruno Ferreira. Why? And the reason is that Bruno Ferreira is going to survive the first round. Why? I know if he survives the first round, probably he will win, I guess. But that will only happen if Abus doesn't TKO him in the first round. And guess what, guys? Abus will. He will KO Bruno Ferreira. I think he's far more technical than Bruno. Look at their fights with Dustin Stolfus. Bruno Ferreira, his fights with Dustin Stolfus was a bit messy, Abus got him out, got Dustin out there, like, yeah, I think he got him out there like 20 seconds, I think. Front kick, wobbled him, finished him. So, and look at Abus's first one against Sean Strickland, bro. He was beating up Sean Strickland. He landed like 6 times more significant strikes than Sean. Insane. So, I know it just comes down to will Bruno Ferreira survive the first round. That's it. because Bruno Ferreira, yeah, he got finished by Nursultan Nazarbayev, and he's kind of brawler, you know, like he's in his fights like he's just throwing like hooks and overhands, and I think Abu's is just so much better than him. I'm sorry, guys. Like Abu's, the only thing that is basically keeping him from the ranking is his cardio, which is terrible. So, but I'm still picking Abu's. He's the favorite. Um, Let me see, where is it? This one. So, Abu's by KO. Yeah, 3.25. That's a good one. I think go for this because this will happen, bro. I'm telling you. Abu's by KO. He's way more skilled, not way more technical. Go with him. Next one. Teos Rebecki versus Mikbek Orobai. Mikbek Orobai. This is at catch weight, yeah, but I think it doesn't really make a big difference because it's like a 5 pound difference from light weight. So instead of pound 55, it's at 160. So Orobai is a heavy favorite, and I can see why. You know, Rebecki, he's very good. I know against Ferreira he lost, but that was a very good version of Ferreira. So Rebecca's still good, guys. But is he good enough to beat Orobai? I don't think so. I think Orobai, I think he's better everywhere, honestly. So, listen, Orobai, will he able to take down Rebecca in the early rounds? I don't think so, because Rebecca, with his 5'7" frame, he's very stocky, you know. So I don't think maybe he got taken down once. He will get back up. I think it's you know, I think it comes down to Orobai beating him up. Yeah, I think Orobai would TKO him in the second round. I can see just Orobai landing like a nice shot on Rebecca, and just kind of like he gets rocked a bit, and then Orobai starts putting it on, and he will TKO him against the fence. So I think Orobai should listen. If Victor Hugo, or sorry, if Farid Basharat is a 1.40 favorite, then Orobai should be at the same spot. Like, why is Farid a bigger favorite than Orobai? This makes no sense, bro. But Rebecca, I don't know who to put in his fight actually, because Rebecca, you know, is Polish, and you know, I'm from Hungary, and we are, you know, Polish and Hungary, you know, we're brothers, man. So, but at the same time, Orobai, this guy, like, I think he will reach the ranking, not the rankings, but like the top 6. He will definitely reach the rankings. I mean, that's no question. Next year, and I think he might even reach the top 5 if he's active. So I'm going with Orobai, but I just don't see Rebecca winning. Sorry. Next one we got Jeff Neal versus RDA, bro. This fight makes no sense, but at the same time, Dana White's talking about that they respect the legends, and then they put RDA against Jeff Neal. Yeah. I mean, it's honestly a disgrace, you know, that they're doing this. How is RDA going to win? takedowns. Shafkat couldn't take Jeff Neal down, so RDA is not doing it. You know, Shafkat is more athletic, you know, especially now because RDA is 40 years old, bro. On the feet, well, I know RDA has some pop. He dropped Gamrot, but everyone drops Gamrot if you look at it. You know, Dan Hooker dropped him, Darius dropped him, Armand dropped him, RDA dropped him. Who else? I don't know. But everyone dropped. Maybe even Jennings Turner dropped Gamrot. So Jeff Neal, you know, he will definitely win. You know, I just have to decide if it's a decision or KO. Jeff Neal likes to clinch. So does RDA. So RDA is kind of brilliant in the clinch, but it doesn't mean that RDA is winning. But guys, RDA should have been fighting someone like Neil Magny, you know, like, because I know he wants to fight ranked people. So I don't know, Neil Magny, what to him, because RDA said that he doesn't want to fight at lightweight because he has already done everything at lightweight. So he wants to go up to welterweight and just fight there at this, you know, part of his career. And I understand it. It's better for him. There's, you know, the weight cut's better. But who else could he fight? Neil Magny, MVP. No, bro, MVP with KO RDA. I don't think if he wants to fight ranked guys, Neil Magny or Wonder Boy. That's a competitive fight, bro. Competitive fight. But Jeff Neal's got this. It's an easy win for him. You know, he just has to defend the takedowns and go into the pocket and box with RDA, and he will get this done. Let me see the odds. So Jeff Neal by KO, 3.35. Fuck, bro. Okay, so RDA is not finishing this fight. Like, he's not known for his jiu-jitsu. RDA is kind of well-rounded, but I think out of these, you should go with Jeff Neal. Listen, the safe bet here is Jeff Neal by decision. That's the safest pick. Or you can go, but you know, KO. I mean, RDA is tough. He's very tough. You know, he got finished by Fiziev, but who else finished him? I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about the last few years. So, or RDA by, like, but how? Like, the only way he can win is if he starts clinching, and that's the fight. So, but I mean, to be fair, I really want him to win. It would be crazy if he wins. It would be probably the biggest upset on the card. Poor RDA, guys. Poor RDA. They gave him Jeff Neal, who's still in his prime. But Jeff Neal, he really needs a win, because he hasn't won in like 2 years. Maybe not 2 years, but in a long time. He lost to Ian Gary, and before that he lost to Shafkat. So, to be fair though, not some bad loss. Like, those losses, they don't look bad. He still needs to win. His last win was over Vicente Luque. I think after RDA he should fight someone like Who's there? Gilbert Burns. Yeah. Him versus Gilbert Burns. Let's go. But yeah, I think Jeff Neal by decision or finish. Yeah, that's a good pick. Next one, the prelim, the main event of the prelims. So basically, this fight was originally it was the bottom of the prelims. They moved it up to the top. So, but I see why. Dana White said that he's expecting a lot from this fight, and so do I, because these guys both strikers, both dangerous strikers, but the odds changed a lot in the last few days, because originally Ibu Aslan, let me see now, so Ibu Aslan was 1.67. Now Rafael Cerquera is a 1. So basically they changed rules, you know. Rafael now is the favorite, and I can see why. The odds makers finally, you know, studied the fight a little bit, because Ibu Aslan. So guys, this guy Rafael is his debut. He's a dangerous striker. He has some nasty kicks. He has some very, very good kicks to the body, to the legs. So I think he's going to use them pretty well, and he will win. Ibu Aslan, guys, Ibu Aslan, like, he's getting so much hype because he's Turkish and he's a big dude and he has some KOs, but his last fight against Anton Turkai, you know, the pleasure man. Anton Turkai is an absolute can, and Anton Turkai was beating up Ibu Aslan. Maybe he wasn't beating him up. Yeah, that's a bit, you know, I wouldn't say beating him up, but Anton Turkai won the first round against Ibu Aslan. This fight was competitive, and they even got the fight of the night. It was a very good fight, but competitive. And bro, and MMA guru said that Ibu Aslan has lost. That you know, his loss in his record is against Anton Turkai, but it was before the UFC. If that's true, then bro, what can I say? Losing to Anton Turkai sucks. I think this guy Rafael is way better than Anton Turkai, faster, more powerful, more athletic. But you know, I think Ibu Aslan will be bigger than Rafael. If you look at the weighings, the ceremonial weighing, you can see easily that Ibu Aslan is bigger than Rafael. But that won't be like a very big factor in this fight. I think there will be no grappling probably. But Ibu Aslan, this guy getting hyped for no reason, because he TKO'd Anton Turkai in the third round after a competitive fight. Yeah. So guys, if you're having competitive fights with the pleasure man Anton Turkai, that's not a good look, and that means that Rafael will beat Ibu Aslan. But I'm not saying absolute beatdown. I think it's competitive, but Rafael will have the edge. Ibu Aslan's tough. Let me see the odds. Okay, so it's weird because out of all these, Ibu Aslan by KO is the favorite out of all of these. But I can see it going to decision. You know. Listen, if you want a safe bet, then I think either Ibu Aslan by KO or Rafa by KO. Both dangerous guys. Both have good power. Or Circa by decision. Those ones that I recommend. If you wanna risk it, Rafael by decision, or if you wanna bet, if you wanna go safer, then I think go with Rafael. That's more likely. Ibu Hassan sucks. But let's get on to the main card, guys. This main card looks so, especially these three. But let's just talk about this. Bullet versus Arman Petrosyan. I just can't go with Arman, guys. I'm going with Bullet. I think 15-0 is coming, but I'm not saying this is a absolute beat down at Arman. There's no chance. I think on the feet it's competitive, but Shiraz has some nasty kicks. His kicks are so good, bro. He has some very good kicks, and he's going to use them pretty well. I think he's going to make Arman's body. He will bruise up Arman's ribs, but Arman has some great Muay Thai at the same time. His output is not that good, but Bullet's power is it's overrated. If you look at his fight against Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, after that fight, I had some thoughts. That maybe Shara's not that good. I think even at one point he got dropped. He's insane, because it's Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. So, let me see the odds. But you also have to consider that it's in Abu Dhabi, and we know the last time Shara fought in August. I don't know if he cheated against Mikhail or his opponent before that. But basically, the point that I'm making is that he could cheat in fights, and they don't give a fuck. Like, the referee, he was grabbing the fence. Bullet, he was grabbing the fence, and referee was he said something along the lines of one more time I give you a point deduction or something, but he didn't do anything. So will he try to get Arman down? Probably. I think he will, because I think if he tried to get down Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, he will try to get down Arman Petrosyan. That's 100%. I think a 30-27 or I think it's gonna be like this. Two judges score it 30-27, and one of them scores it 29-28. But I think it will be a clear win for Shara, but Arman will make it competitive. But I don't see a finish here, guys. Both are kind of tough. So, Arman, I think he will be able to take Shara's punches and kicks, because Shara, he has pillow hands. I'm sorry, bro. I think he won't KO Arman. That's it. Now we have Lerone Murphy versus Danny Gay. Bro, the UFC fucked over Danny Gay. I don't know why, because Dana White said that he owes Danny Gay something after Diego Lopez fight, because Danny Gay stepped in 2 hours notice and won the third round against Diego Lopez. He was beating up Diego Lopez in the third round, which is insane, in 2 hours notice. So but this time I think 29-28 to Leroy Murphy is what I see. You know, I know Danny Gay. He's got, you know, those great check hooks and hooks. Look at what he did to Andre Philly, or to his former opponents. You know, that left hook that he has is insane. And you know, I think in the third round, if he pushes the wrong kind of up against the fence, land some body shots and then go on top, I think he will steal the third round, definitely. It just comes down to, in the first 2 rounds, what is Leron going to do? Because grappling wise, you know, Leron's good everywhere. He's not great, but he's well rounded. Danny Gay, you know, his grappling has improved. Maybe I can see Leroy Murphy taking Dan down one time and then getting his takedown stuffed. You know, Danny Gay, he just when he fights someone around the top 10, he loses. When he fights, you know, the unranked guys around the top 15, he knocks them out. So, but he lost to Josh Emmett, he lost to Bryce Mitchell. You know, I think he had a fight with Calvin Kattar maybe. Danny Gay is very good, but Leroy Murphy, I think even on the feet, like, he will probably just keep the range and piece Dan apart from the range, because, you know, he's got a bit of a reach advantage and a bit of a height advantage. But I'm after seeing the stare down, you know, it's the height advantage is not that big for Leron. So I'm actually, you know what, I'm picking Danny Gay. Yeah, it's kind of a biased pick, I don't care. Let me see, Danny Gay. So the money line is 3.25, but where's it? Danny Gay by decision 5. Yeah, I think go with this. You know, and Leroy Murphy's decision is paying nothing. Go with Danny Gay by decision. Dan's got this, bro, I'm telling you. Next one, we have the featured fight on the main card. This number one contenders fight, Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic. For me, it's pretty easy pick. You know, I think Magomed's got this in the bag. First of all, Magomed, I think he's better everywhere than Rakic. I think he will KO Rakic. Magomed's very underrated, guys. Let me just say that. And Rakic, his chin is kind of sus. He really beat him up. And Ankalaev he's more technical than Yuri, bro. Like, Yuri's a wild man, you know. He just throws, and he just so much different from Magomed. And this fight has potential to be boring, but I think this won't be boring because Magomed knows if he wants to keep his hype against Alex Pereira, then he has to win in a good fashion. He can't just lay on top of Rakic and do nothing for 3 rounds. So I think this would be entertaining. This would be KO, and I think I think Rakic in the listen. I think in the first round, Rakic is going to do well. It will maybe he could even steal the round. I don't know. But I think in the second round, Magomed will catch him with his left straight, with that backhand, and Rakic will go down, and that's the fight. I think. Rakic is a huge underdog, and people have been complaining like, why is Rakic that big of an underdog? But like, it's pretty understandable, bro. Magomed's better everywhere if you look at it closely. So he knocked out Johnny Walker in the rematch, and even in the first fight he was about to finish Johnny Walker, but he landed at knee. It was illegal, and he arguably beat Jan Blachowicz. And the leg kicks. So the leg kicks, Rakic has some very hard leg kicks. But the technique, so listen, Magomed Ankalaev got his legs brutally fucking chopped off by Jan Blachowicz. But it's Jan Blachowicz. So Jan Blachowicz, he goes shin for shin. Rakic, the only thing he does is just hard leg kicks. And maybe he will land some on Magomed, but that won't stop Magomed from KOing Rakic. So yeah, I think it's a pretty easy pick for me. It's in Abu Dhabi, and even like in the press conference, Magomed just had this vibe, that he knows the outcome, and he's like smiling and laughing all the time, and he just got this attitude, that like he knows what's going to happen, and he just a layup fight for him. He knows he will win, and he knows his next for the title. And Rakic is just like, I hope I win, it will be good to win, and if I win, maybe I can fight Alex Pereira. Like it doesn't seem like he's that confident. So I'm going with Magomed with KO. I don't know what are the odds for this. Magomed by KO, 3.25. Go with this. Yeah, it's a very safe bet, bro. 3.25. That's pretty good. But this pick is, bro. I've been fucking thinking about this for a long time, and it's very hard to pick this. But I'm going with Khamzat. I'm going with Khamzat, and the reason why is because I think he can KO Robert Whittaker, and he can also sub him. Right? We saw what he did to Kamaru Usman, and I think Kamaru Usman is better than Robert Whittaker. At least, listen, in the first round, Khamzat will, of course, he will get Robert down. It's no question, because he took down Kamaru Usman easily. I know it was a weak start. Still Kamaru Usman, who had like the best takedown defense in UFC at the time. So I know Robert Whittaker, he has some good takedown defense, but against who? Who shot takedowns against him? Like Marvin Vittori, like I don't even know. Yeah, against Yoel Romero. And back in the day, like 7 years ago. Who else? Jacare Souza. Still, like 7 years ago, because he's lost. Yeah, Dricus du Plessis, a heavy pressure wrestler, you know, took him down. Khamzat is a heavy pressure wrestler too. Guess what? And on the ground, he's more dangerous than Dricus. So Robert, I mean, if he can survive the first part of the fight, he, I mean, guarantee he wins. But will he survive? That's the question. So Khamzat, he's getting, a lot of trash. But I think after this fight, Khamzat's hype train will be revived and will go on. So listen, I think Khamzat, if you look at it, Khamzat against people who have ability to potentially rock Khamzat or clip him. He shoots a takedown immediately in the first minute against Kamaru Usman, against Gilbert Burns, against Kevin Holland. He shot a takedown immediately. So I think this is. But then when you look at his fight against someone like Jal Mearshart, who has no potential to hurt Khamzat staying on the feet and put him out. And Khamzat is not stupid. He knows that Robert Whittaker's chin, and like Khamzat knows what he's capable, bro. He knows what he's capable of. I think, and he's very capable of KOing Robert Whittaker, landing a nice right hand. That's it. I don't know Khamzat's game plan, but if I was him, I would stay on the feet for a bit, because maybe Robert is more technical. Khamzat is good on the feet. If you look at his fight with Usman was beating him up kinda. He was landing more on the feet, but Khamzat, he had some answers. So he was landing back. So and it was Kamaru Usman. So listen, guys, I'm picking Khamzat. I know people are saying, I just seen Dustin Poirier saying that, Robert Whittaker 4th round TKO, but will it reach the 4th round? Why would it reach the 4th round when it's a fucking Khamzat Chimaev fight? So Robert Whittaker was coming like 4th round, like no, bro. I think Khamzat by 1st round finish. It's an easier fight than Kamaru Usman, bro. Because Robert Whittaker, he may be better than Usman on the feet, but when it comes to wrestling, Usman has better wrestling than Robert Whittaker. See what Khamzat did to him. That's it. So Khamzat, and it's in Abu Dhabi. I think, but it's not like Robert has no chance. If he survives, then he will win. But I think he won't. So I don't know. Probably Khamzat is, he won't pay that much. Khamzat Chimaev by KO or sub. Oh, fuck, bro. I think both are pretty, imaginable. So yeah, I think Khamzat by KO or sub. Tough pick. If I knew Khamzat's game plan, I would definitely know what to pick. So this just depends on, will Khamzat stay on the feet for a bit, or because if he immediately shuts takedown, then he will waste all of his energy and then he won't be able to KO Robert Whittaker. But if he doesn't shoot takedown, if he doesn't shoot a takedown immediately, he stays on the feet, he spends less energy, so he has more power, so he has more ability to KO Robert Whittaker. That's the thing. But I believe in Khamzat, and I don't think he's stupid. So he knows Robert Whittaker has some problems with his chin. So that is why I'm picking Khamzat by KO. Yeah, Khamzat by KO. Go with him. 2.75, pretty good. And now we have the main event. Fuck, bro, it's a tough pick because, but you know, it's not even a tough pick. I'm going with Ilia Topuria. People have been saying like, you know, I never bet against Max, and I'm seeing people like Dan Hooker compare Holloway, compare Justin Gaethje to Ilia Topuria, which is insane. You know, just because, you know, they both hit hard, and Max, when he fought Justin Gaethje, and everyone was saying that Justin will land, you know, the more damaging shots, that's why he will win. I'm saying this now because we are wrong. But guess what? Ilia Topuria is 5 times better than Justin Gaethje. So I think what's going to happen is like Ilia Topuria will just beat up Max. That's what's going to happen. You know, I think, you know, the grappling, I don't know, bro. Because first of all, guys, Ilia said that he will point to the center of, he will point to the ground, and in the first 10 seconds. And if that happens, then you can bet on, you know, the fight ending under half round, under like the first half of the first round. So I mean, I don't know if that's true, or Ilia or if it's just, I don't know, joking or something. But if that doesn't happen, I'm still picking him, because if you look at Max Holloway's short opponents, he always looks bad. I mean, he looks so much better against taller opponents and shorter opponents. You know, because if you take a look at it, when he fought shorter guys, most of the times he loses. Frankie Edgar, you know, he beat Frankie Edgar. That was his versatile defense. He, you know, his volume wasn't there, and I mean, it was a 50-45, but you know, there's a reason why that fight. It's not, you know, it's not that. Not a lot of people, you know, don't remember that fight. Is because Max wasn't, you know, his volume wasn't there that much. And look at his fights against Volk. Volk beat him 3 times, bro. I know his second fight was competitive. I mean, both fights were competitive. The second fight was close. Max won 2 rounds. So, and he even dropped Volk maybe 2 times, which is insane. But against, you know, guys that are taller, he's able to land his body shots, and his body shots is a big part of his game. Max is an incredible fighter, so as Ilia, and Ilia has potential to put him away. But bro, and I saw at the open workouts that Ilia is faster. Ilia is so fast, and Max is so technical, bro. He's so technical too. That's the thing. His traps are good, um, but you can't compare Justin Gage to Ilia Topuria. And Justin Gage, he dropped Max. So, and Ilia is more powerful than Justin Gage. So guess what? Guess what will happen if Ilia punches Max? But Max is off balance. This will be over. So this is the scenario. If if that points on the ground in the first and second doesn't happen, I think it's a very competitive fight. But I think Ilia is going to get the better of Max, and let me see the odds, because I'm thinking about maybe a decision or a KO. I mean, and also if I was Ilia, I would mix in the grappling, because Ilia has some very good, his Greco-Roman wrestling, and he can definitely take down Max. But he's never mentioned it. I've never heard him mention taking down Max in this fight build-up. He was talking about, pointing down to the ground in the center of the octagon, and I would be the first one to KO Max Holloway. He was just saying that, but it is for a KO by decision. Listen, I think there are 4 outcomes: Max decision, Ilia by KO, Ilia by decision, Max by KO. I think the most unlikely is Max by decision. So we have 3 left: Max by KO, Ilia by KO, Ilia by decision. I think Max 1 KO Ilia. I mean, I was about to say he has a good chin. He has a good chin, but it's more, his recovery time. When he got head kicked by Jai Herbert, he was fucking unconscious. But then 1 second later, he just hold on to Jai's legs and he recovered, and everything was alright. And Max, his power is underrated kind of, because if he sits down and punches, he can KO people. Justin Gaethje, Korean Zombie. But when's the last time Max knocked out a short opponent? So Ilia has knocked out taller opponents. Most of his opponents have been taller than him because he's short. So Jai Herbert and the guy before that, he knocked both of them out. So I can see Ilia is very confident. Max is, the only thing he can say is, "You're gonna find that Saturday night, baby. Tune in." Like a Max, bro, like an 8-year-old kid, comes up and asks Max who does he want to fight after this if he wins. And Max says something like, "We'll see, buddy. We'll see, buddy. We're gonna fight yesterday night." And that was it. That was his answer to an 8-year-old kid. Bro, come on. You can do better than that, Max. Max is entertaining in the cage, but outside, I mean, bro, he brings nothing. So, and when it comes to who am I rooting for in this fight, I think I love both guys, but I think for the sport in long term, it's better if Ilia wins, because he's got the trash talk, he's got the personality. So I think he will bring in more eyes and more fans to the sport. So, and I also think he's going to win, but I think it's going to be competitive. I think Max is well prepared, but and I think Max is probably the best. He's at his peak, so we'll see. But I think Ilia is pretty fast, so as Max, but Ilia is faster, and if I'm thinking logically, I think Ilia is capable of KOing Max. You know, when it comes to what my gut tells me, I don't know, bro. Even my gut tells me that Ilia can KO Max in like the 4th round, bro. But that's the scenario if that first 10-second scrap doesn't happen. If that does happen, Max has a bigger chance. He can land that uppercut in the pocket. He won't be landing the same overhand that he did against Justin Gaethje, because Justin is around the same height as Max, kind of. So Max just had to lean down a bit just to land that overhand. So Ilia is different. The only way Max can KO Ilia is in the pocket, maybe like a knee or an uppercut. But Ilia, he can just do the same what Max did to Justin, because it land an overhand, land the hook. Listen, if Ilia runs a right hook on Max clean, that he did against Volk, Max is going out. I don't care how good Max's chin is, but Max, after all of these, fights that he had, he got dropped by Justin Gaethje. Like all of the third Volk fight, the Yair fight. I'm sorry, bro. I have to pick Ilia also in that 10-second scrap. But I'm very interested, bro, because a few hours later we'll find out. So we're gonna find out Saturday night, baby. We're gonna find out a few hours later, guys. Tune in, guys. So, guys, this is my prediction video for this card. Let me know what you think in the comments if you have any thoughts. And thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you like the video, drop a like. And in the next week, I'm going to drop a UFC 310 early predictions, because UFC has just announced, the main card, and it looks like a pretty good card. So I'm going to do an early predictions and a reaction to those fights, and I'm also going to come up with another video, which I don't know yet what will it be, but and I'll also do a video of what the next fights after UFC 308, kind of a recap. So guys, tune in guys, a few hours later, UFC 308. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.